Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Crypto Andy channel. Like and subscribe my videos, guys. In today's episode, why is Bitcoin's price down today? According to Cointelegraph, the bullish momentum that propelled BTC's price to a 2023 high over 31,500 on July the 6th vanished after investor concerns of potential rate hikes resurfaced. Right? That's what they're saying. The contraction in Bitcoin's price briefly sent BTC below 30,000, and on top of the renewed worries, traders are concerned that Bitcoin miners sending BTC to exchanges could be a sign of an impending sell-off. And I want to show you this chart, the tax rate probabilities for July the 26th. I have not seen a tax rate probability really be wrong. They're correct like 80 to 90% of the time. Overwhelmingly, there'll most likely be a rate hike, and this is in accordance with what the Federal Reserve has stated. They're quite hawkish even when they paused. So I think this is correct. There'll be a rate hike. So it seems like they're saying that this is a sentiment-driven downturn, according to this article. To date, crypto prices are still highly correlated with the Dow and S&P 500, and major banks still expect U.S. to experience a sharp recession at some point in 2023, as do I and everyone paying attention. According to U.S. bank analysis, which incorporates more than 1,000 data points, investor sentiment about the current state of the economy remains low. And that'd be a good website to look at global economic health. Persistent inflation, elevated interest rates, and uncertainty over the pace of earnings growth in 2023 remain headwinds to advance equity prices. And though the pace of inflation is waning, the Fed is becoming less hawkish and earning predictions have stabilized. That's not true. If they were less hawkish, they wouldn't be about to raise. A U.S. bank analysis. So they're splashing the Kool-Aid. U.S.-led regulatory pressure against crypto exchanges continue to impact markets. On July 5th, Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, suggested that Bitcoin is digital gold and briefly spoke about the firm's recent Bitcoin ETF application. I thought about it. In other parts of the world, like in Hong Kong and the United States Arab Emirates, they're embracing Bitcoin. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission filed civil lawsuits against two of the largest exchanges in crypto, Binance and Coinbase. The action that led Binance US seeking market share drop from 22% to under 1% because people think it's going to get shut down, so they're going out of Binance. It's really important to note that when the US was more innovative than they are now, and I heard a news person talk, that they imprinted the American way, capitalism, the democracy. They imprinted those things on the innovations that they led. So now that other countries like Hong Kong, the United Arab Emirates, now that they're leading the way, they're imprinting, their politics, their way of thinking, their values onto the digital money. So it's just from like a perspective of leading change, America is lagging, but it could have to do with the fact that America is the reserve currency, and they don't want something to threaten that. So that could be a reason why they're not embracing it as much. But it is sad to say that I do think, like China especially, they lead the way in how perhaps a major country will use cryptocurrency, and it shouldn't be China, it should be America, right? But unfortunately, that's not the case. Can Bitcoin's price reverse course? Bitcoin price continues to directly impact by macroeconomic events and is also likely that further regulatory actions and interest rate hikes will continue having some effects on BTC's price. In the long term, market participants still expect the price of Bitcoin to recover, especially as more financial institutions are seemingly embracing Bitcoin. So this is all very true, but ultimately it depends on the macro events on the markets, on the S&P 500, that will greatly impact Bitcoin's price. Let's take a look at the chart. This is a weekly chart. I thought it was a little clearer. Look at the amount of resistance at this price point. Look at the sheer amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's like 13, and if I bring it down, it'll be more, but there's like 13 points of resistance. That is a hell of a lot of resistance. And Bitcoin won't break that unless there's a change in sentiment. And there isn't a reason to think there's a change in sentiment right now. It could happen. All I'm saying is that if it breaks that, then there's another one up here, right? So all I'm saying to you guys, this is going back to December 21st, 2020. There is just a lot of resistance until Bitcoin's price on the technicals really gets to a place where it's like, okay, it's beat a lot of the major resistance points, right? There's just a lot of resistance. I think I heard Elon Musk say Bitcoin's going to 50,000. 50,000 is around here, right? That's what he's saying. Elon is saying around something like that. Look at the amount of resistance points it would have to beat out. It's not impossible. It could be a melt up. It's very, something like that could happen. But I think the likeliest place is down. Then the other bit of resistance or support would be at 25, almost 26,000. So maybe Bitcoin is going to be in this range for the rest of the year, and then perhaps it'll go up, perhaps it'll go down. They made references to the S&P 500, right? So why don't we look at the SPX and see for ourselves. Also, that's where we are now. Blammo resistance, all-time high of was that January 2022. We're at 4,800. So it's not too far from the all-time high. This could be the consolidation, right? Consolidation, and then the likeliest place for it to go is down. So, in my personal opinion, I think Bitcoin's likeliest move is to the downside. I don't think there's a lot that could push it higher. It's possible. It's not impossible, right? I never said that it was impossible, but the likeliest move is down, unless something changes between now and October. Everyone is predicting that October is a period of the year where there is a natural amount of like monetary deflation. There's less money in the system seasonally, as well as in March and April. It's just a period in the year where there's less US dollars available, less treasuries available. It's just a bottleneck time of year, the same way that right now spring and summer is big for tourism in Europe. October and the winter months is not, right? It's just the seasonality of it. So a lot of people are predicting that in October it'll begin to turn down, and that's possible. I think likely it'll turn down and perhaps remain flat. So I'm not hopeful. I think it'll go down. It's possible that it gets to 50. I'm not discounting that possibility. But even if it gets to 50, it's not going to make a new all-time high. Like to 70,000. I don't think that's going to happen. 50,000 is somewhere around there. It's above that actually. It's yep. Yep, this is a very bold statement. Likeliest scenario is down. So if I was you guys, I would trade with caution. Maybe sell a little bit if you want to keep doing it. Let's see what the other technicals. See, it's an oversold territory, but it can be oversold. And when it was a bull market, it still kept going up, right? So the RSI, it peaked for the RSI here thus far on April 23rd. It got into like the oversold range. Now it's sort of trending down a little bit. So I think it's going to go down personally. I don't see a lot of reasons for it to go up. It's not impossible. If it does get to 50, you should definitely sell at 50. 50 would be a big increase. It would be like 40% up from this point, something like that. So there's definitely money to be made if it goes to 50. But I think likeliest thing is down. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll see how this plays out. We'll keep an eye on it. Crypto Andy signing out.